You lay with someone you married.
You married.
Certificate is what makes a marriage. But at the end of the day, this is not the Old Testament. We are in the new times. And if we need to go get married, that's what we gonna do.
Being humble, I miss a lot of opportunities. Like, I don't deserve this. You have to tap into your God self, which some people think that, well, then if you do that, you're not worshiping God. But you still are, because he made us in his image.
I appreciate my fan base. I appreciate my support base. I have to leave y'all in a department because I can't give y'all that access. DMs are not even entertained. You fall like in a hidden box.
You know, men will face call me through Instagram.
Oh, no.
Pretty women on the ground.
If you approach a woman or a man and say, hey, this is what I want, and just lay it bare, let that person decide if that's what they want to do.
Yep.
I think that's the beautiful thing about authenticity. Once I recognize that authenticity is the most powerful energy that a human being can emit. It's not love, it's not hate, it's authenticity.
Yep.
When you are authentic in anything, people just gonna resonate.
I come from a different background. My wife does not, she don't go to the gym every freaking day like that. No, she'll go run Stone Mountain with me every once in a while. But she definitely put me on stir fry, salads, and drinking a lot of water.
So that's
I
healthy.
wasn't doing that before. I was hot wing shawty for a long time.
What you bring to the table.
And we are back.
Oh, okay.
Another episode with the Reality Table. It's your girl, Big Lex, Stevie Bax, and I got some special guests. Miss Priscilla, Miss Diana. Holiday season, Mr. Don Bishop. How y'all doing today?
What's up? What up?
Ooh, that's my best one.
Oh, you slid. I ain't gonna lie, you slid on that one. You're a real veteran.
Okay.
Now, can everybody tell us real quick about themselves for those of you who don't know them and what they do? We're gonna start with you,
You're going to start with me.
Coach P.
I am a fitness instructor here in Conyers, 20 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Yeah.
He's trying to get in my business, man. I already know what's going to happen today. Yes, moving on.
Right. My name is Diana Lovell. I'm an actress. I coach actors. I broker films. And that's what I do here in Atlanta.
Awesome. Oh, y'all don't do it for y'all, sir?
Nah, they know us. They know us already.
Okay, cool. World-renowned DJ. Some people say mixtape legend. I did a lot of things. DJ Holiday Season on Hot 107.9, of course. DJ for the BET Awards, of course. Netflix season 1 and 2 of Rhythm and Flow. DJ Holiday, man. Y'all know who I am. Yeah.
That part.
Holiday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy, Bishop Don. A lot of people know me from originally doing reality TV, Black Ink Crew Chicago. Took over, stepped into my acting bag. Been about 20 plus projects thus far. Enjoying it, loving it. Also, fitness guru, I love it. Went pro as a bodybuilder. Now it's just fitness is life, acting is life. And I'm living my best life.
Awesome.
Man, listen, I'm just very grateful to have all y'all here today. It's a beautiful, y'all are in for a treat. Because these people on this couch, these tables, these seats are very conscious, they're very aware. And I'm excited to hear what they have to say. All right, y'all, we about to get in. And look, you can tackle any question you want. If it's hit your spirit, any topic, you just go off. So the first topic we're gonna touch on,
Which is the title of the episode.
would you date the real you or the Instagram you? Ooh,
Oh, shit.
that's the topic.
Would you date the real you or the Instagram you?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So who want to tackle that?
There's no difference between the two.
Yes, it is.
No.
Ooh, I like that. I
Not
like
for me.
that.
I present my Instagram didn't start growing until I presented myself the way that I am. I used to overproduce it, outfits, everything had to match. Now, how I be on there, Stevie? Hat to the back, just whatever. And once I became authentic, that's when it blew up. So what you see
Is
when
what
I'm
you
talking
get.
trash on Instagram and my videos, that's who I am 24/7.
I love that.
I think for me, my Instagram is more of an entertainment-based thing. So I think I use it for promotion, but I'm always around, my rapper friends and things like that. I'm always in the studio working and stuff like that. But I think, I don't know, the personal me is, I call myself a trap nerd. I like to watch movies, kick it, have fun. I'll be with my kids and stuff like that. So I would, what she said, I'd probably date both of me, yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah, I would, yeah. Because both of them, it's an equal balance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I agree with them, man. I kind of feel like I just kind of started being more authentic, like she said. Once I realized, like, just be yourself. And I think that's when I started growing into the best version of myself. So I feel like what I display on social media is truly me at the heart. So it's kind of like, you know, I mean, give or take, we keep a little for ourselves. But I feel like what I present enough, yeah, I think I would date both versions of me.
I think that question more for girls, maybe.
I'm gonna say, I feel like Instagram is capped because I feel like
No, it's a highlight reel.
for sure. Being in Atlanta, I feel like a lot of people put on a facade and their Instagram is not who they are. So
For sure.
it might be a few of us up here that's okay, this is the real you, but no. I see it every day. I see people do stuff for pictures. I see, and I get it because it's a platform, but I do see a lot of cap. Me personally, you know, before I got in my situation,
Shout
Shout out to the situation.
Shout out to the situation.
okay. I feel like that a lot of guys that I came across, they made it seem like it was this and this and this. But then when I started dating, it take about 2 months to get past the first 30 days. You start seeing these dudes switching cars with their friends. They sharing the same car, switching cars, acting like it's theirs. And then they'll switch outfits with their homeboys. I see that all the time.
But again, you said myself.
Right, but I'm just
I
saying.
didn't say now. If you ask me a particular person, that's one thing. But if I ask, I can't, and I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? That people do really take Instagram to a point where like they have to feel like, I feel like social media has made it to a standard where most people felt like they have to present very particular things to be liked and be accepted. And that takes away from people being authentic. And I feel like the best way to meet everyone who's actually truly successful in the social media world found the way to be their authentic self, because it's hard to keep up a fake look and be able to talk from fake topics if you ain't really living that life.
I don't think I could do that though, man. I don't think I could do that.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree with that. Because the same thing, like when I first started Instagram, I was just posting all the, you know, what everybody wanted to see. But then I started saying, let me just like give a piece of myself out there. You know what I mean? I don't want to like Photoshop stuff. I do like a little filter, you know, we all do that. But I don't want to like Photoshop stuff or Photoshop myself. So when someone meets me, they're like, I don't even know who you are. Like I do post all my positive quotes on there, my inspiration, because that's who I am as a person.
That part.
So my authentic self, I want to, like, I'd rather date like me, but that's just a piece of me on there. But I'm way better than that.
That part. See, I like that too. And I think that's the beautiful thing about authenticity. It's like, once I recognize that authenticity is the most powerful energy that a human being can emit. It's not love, it's not hate, it's authenticity.
Yep.
You know, so when you're authentic in anything, people just gonna resonate.
They're gonna resonate with you.
You know what I'm saying? And I for me, I would, hell yeah, I'd date that motherfucker on Instagram. But I think to your point though, Lex, I think a lot of people do have to put on a persona because they're not really present. You know, and like when you really become a person who's in alignment with being present, the eternal now, then you always in love with who you are in the present. But if you don't like who you are in the present, then you posting what you would want to be in the future, or you posting your past. You see a lot of people, they always posting throwbacks of how they used to look. We want to see how the fuck you look now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that's why I said I think it's a female-driven question, because I mean, guys, they do lame shit on there and be posting cars and, you know, fake jewelry and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, women go all out because it's like they look like every day is drinking martinis at 5 o'clock, kicking it in the section with whoever such and such. But they don't show an air mattress on the floor. And before I was, you know, married, I ran into that shit a couple times, and that happened a lot. Like, damn, bitch, I just seen you at compound lit with, and then where you live at, she ain't got a damn headboard. That shit blew me. Like, baby, no, go get a headboard. Go get a motherfucking matching furniture in this bitch.
You got pump fake. It was a pump fake.
Look, that's why I said I think that question for women.
Would you say, all of y'all, would you say that because of who you are, acting, entertainment, sports, that most people have reached out to you based off of who you are off your Instagram? So for an example, Black Ink, holiday season actresses, like you don't feel like a lot of people slid in your DMs just because of who you are?
Oh man, that's
have you entertained that though? That's
See, that's what it is. Like, cause what you learn quick. No, don't get me wrong. You feel, especially when you're younger. Like we can admit to like at one point of life, like feeling like flattered. Like I'm a 20-something-year-old man on television, early 20s, no mentors. I'm watched by millions of people, and now I'm getting approached by women who probably wouldn't have looked my way. Not saying I wasn't handsome, but like who just are in this perception that I'm rich, that I got it all, I'm on television. And you started getting approached differently. So again, you may look, but then you start realizing like, you realize really quick, like, okay, y'all opportunists.
And
I was gonna say, in my first, like, being around people, you wouldn't know how many times people would go, man, I make your storyline go crazy. You need to get me on the show with you. Like, dang, I just met you. Like, why are we even talking? Like, man,
you can't even get close to me with shit like that, bro. Because I'm the DJ. I'm controlling the vibes of the party. I see who trying to make their way to the DJ booth to get free drinks or access to what we got going on. But I can see that shit from a mile away. I'm sorry. It ain't the same for me because Instagram, I don't pretty much preach my lifestyle pretty much for anybody to invite themselves into that. I'm not checking my DMs. I don't do none of that shit. I'm real life, live in person. You're going to see me in Florida, in Miami at the biggest party. You're going to see me in Atlanta at the biggest party. You're going to see me in Texas at the biggest party. And that's how you get close to me. If you ain't got access to that, then you can't get near me.
But social media has made me very guarded because I've been out in public and people say, oh, I watch your stuff, but I'm eating.
Right.
I'm having a meal, so I don't want to come off as rude. However, people feel like they have access to you 24/7, no matter where you see. So I try to be nice. You know what I mean? And I understand that that's a part of the being in the spotlight. I don't even know what to call it because I feel like I'm still a person. I don't feel like I'm this person on Instagram. I am Priscilla all the time. So I try to be, you know, hey, but it's like, okay, now let me finish.
But I think, you know, to your point, the bigger your audience, the bigger your audit. I always say that. So we want more followers on the gram and this because that's more supporters, but it's a lot that come with that.
It's a lot
and it's a responsibility, you know. And I want to flow back with you on what you said though about it being a women thing. I think a lot of the men are so feminine that they end up doing that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Yeah, and I want to flow back on that.
I had to check somebody at a Walmart, you know, because I mean, and I don't know what y'all think on Instagram. I have never posted expensive things like that, but I go to Walmart.
Right.
I like Walmart. I like Lowe's. I like Target. I like all that stuff. And when I go with my daughter and we shopping for little knickknacks and things, whatever. Somebody told me, man, Holiday, I ain't know you even shopped in here, bro.
Yo,
what the hell am I supposed to shop at, bro?
Where I'm supposed to get detergent from?
You think because I'm with Gucci, man, I don't shop in Walmart? Like,
but
I like Walmart.
That Holiday, that's the delusion and the illusion of the people.
Yes.
Because they automatically assume when they see you have a big platform that you no longer are human, to your point. Like, I'm still a real being that I'm with my children right now, bro. I ain't trying to goddamn have a full-fledged conversation with you right now.
A nigga walk up on me talking about trying to give my wife the phone to take a picture of me and him type shit. And I be like, bro, don't do that, man. Don't just like she was bigger than me before I was even big. So don't play with me like that. Don't play with her like that. You know what I'm saying?
You a smooth operator, bro. You a real smooth operator. You might get you some mooshu tonight, but talking like that. Yo, wait. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say back to what she was like. The original thing of it, like, do we entertain it? Like you say, you get to a point that it's not. It's like he said, like Holly said, like you don't entertain it, bro. You see right through people, they're opportunists, and they in this place. You get to this point where like you get it, like. And I want to say this in the right way. Like, I get it. I appreciate my fan base. I appreciate my support base. But like she said, I have to leave y'all in a department because I can't give y'all that access. So the DMs are not even entertained. The DMs are not filtered unless you like really in my circle, like of my people I follow where we comment to each other. You fall like in a hidden box on mine.
I be slick thinking that shit a trick, boy.
You know, men will face call me through Instagram.
Oh, no.
Same.
Yeah, I can only imagine what women go through.
Yeah, I can only imagine what y'all go through.
Like I said,
pretty women on the gram? Oh, man.
If a pretty woman ever jumped in my DMs or when they do, I just don't even respond because I'm scared. I be like, nah, this is a trick. This is a trick. She gonna screenshot this shit, send it to somebody.
I'm blocking you.
I'm not doing
I think it depends on your situation too. I think it depends on what happened, if it's reality TV or if it's acting. I think that with reality television, when I did put a ring on it and my whole situation blew up, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was showing up, responding, you know, like I got an R&B in my, when we going on today? Okay, talk to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I only entertain it because the situation I was in, I was coming out of a weird situation, and my whole situation changed. So now I can't walk around with the hoodie and stuff on regular because these folk want to take pictures. I gotta be on my best game. And I was single at the time, so I'm like, look, man, my man cheated on me. Look, we about to, what you want? Okay, talk to me.
I want to say this. I think for me, when I started posting certain things and I started vibrating at a certain frequency, I didn't even attract certain energy. I don't even get a certain type of woman that jump in my DMs because people already know what his vibration is on up here.
Mhm.
So you only attract sometimes. And that's for me mostly. I'm not saying that
I'm gonna say
you're able to filter, because you're able to filter.
Right.
Let me tell you
easy.
the cap to that, because they're not gonna jump in his DM, they're gonna jump in mine and ask me about him.
That's what I'm
And then they gonna jump in mine and ask me about
Scared to
this.
come talk to
And then they
back.
gonna
Y'all, hey, look, I can vet my own situation, bro. Y'all ain't got to talk to her.
But listen, I ain't no hater.
Y'all ain't gotta holler at her.
Let her filter them
Listen,
shit.
I ain't no hater. I ain't no hater.
Say no, keep filtering.
I'm gonna send it to Bags. Hey, Bags, somebody in my DM right
Yeah,
now.
let her filter
"Ooh,
it first.
okay."
She ain't sent me nothing, y'all. She ain't sent me no
She ain't
damn
sent me
thing.
nothing.
She
She
ain't
stop
sent me a
blocking.
damn thing.
Stop
Nah,
blocking.
she might be just gift. It's a gift. Thank you, my sister.
You're welcome.
Keep the scallywags away.
Say she ain't the reason she can see it.
Yeah, she the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And I'll filter real quick. I'll be like, I'm like, hey, we'll have a whole conversation. Like, shout out, let me see. Send the page, boom, boom, boom. Woo. But then, like, if the name circulate with 4-5 different people, okay, that ain't it. That ain't it, King.
Man.
That ain't it. That ain't it.
What?
We at a place in life where honestly, like our time, our energy is sacred, man. Like you don't owe nobody you. And you can't really waste time with individuals who don't serve your growth, your intentions. Or like you said, when we focus on ourselves, we're naturally gonna attract good and bad. That's what light does.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is like having the discernment to be able to go like, nah, this ain't it. So you naturally put a wall up. You know what I'm saying? You want to continue to attract good people. But at the same time, we know now, like at this point of our life, if you don't know, like, bro, you can't waste time with people and share your energy with everybody, because some people are energy vampires. And that's what a lot of people are. And they'll take away from you. They will take away from your growth and your energy, and they'll throw you off your vision, your
I
mission.
got a question, Don. How y'all met? You. How y'all met?
How we met?
Oh, the
Man.
lady
How
off the
y'all
screen?
met? I'm putting y'all on
I'ma
the spot.
tell you.
Because y'all
So
going
damn.
viral right
No,
now. So
it's
how
cool.
y'all met?
So I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing, right? And me and her laugh about it. You know, because my lady is very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not insecure. She's been approached by every rapper, singer, athlete, like they whatever, right?
Talk that shit.
I'm gonna tell you how I won over. And I don't even know what was happening this day. I think it was over a year ago, man. And I think I was vibing. I was deep into my meditation. I was deep into myself. And something prepared. It was just today. I don't know. I was looking at her page, and something I just wanted me to send her a prayer.
Mm.
And I just prayed over her day.
Good guy.
And hey, yo, it's been history ever since. That I mean, call me. I
So
don't know if
listen,
people wanna call it corny.
listen.
They call it what they want.
No.
Like I was praying. I genuinely sent the genuine prayer, not even thinking she gon'.
It ain't corny, fellas. That's the route you gotta take, because you gotta think, why does a cheetah stand out from all the other lions and tigers and shit?
Oh.
You gotta do something different. I'm telling you that. I have a beautiful, amazing, off the charts wife.
I love
You
it.
know what I'm saying? But how I got her, I was her friend for like 6
Man.
years. I
You played the long game.
I had
played
to.
the long
At the end of the day,
game.
everything else that was coming to me wasn't real, wasn't authentic.
Yeah.
It was like, club, get drunk, turn
Right,
up, do the club.
right.
It was that every day, tour, turn up, bodies, all that shit. But my wife was like my friend, and I was her
Mhm.
friend. I was supporting her, and that's how we, collaborate.
That's it.
Like, hey, you know what? Out of everybody I've been around and shit, I think I'll have a baby with you. You more responsible.
Aw.
You tell me to put this. You know where my cereal go.
Right.
You actually hand me my mail and tell me, hey, open that. It look like it's
Or-
shit like.
yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
Hey, man.
That's what's gonna get you the ring.
Now, if you would have jumped off the dresser, though, you would have been in the friend zone. Boy, you had to jump off that dresser. But now, y'all, let me go back to you, because y'all see his name is Bishop. Now, he went to the word on y'all. You better go to the word. But in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. I'm trying to tell you.
So hold on. How did she respond though?
Man, I remember like yesterday. She said, "Oh."
Did she say amen or
No, she hit me with the "oh." Now that's what I'm talking about.
This nigga came from another
a man
angle.
that praying. She's like, a
Yeah.
man that's praying for my day, and we literally sparked a friendship. Like that's what it was. Like you said, like
you
we
heard what
sparked a friendship.
Did you hear what I just said?
And-
Friendship.
Like our conversations were so genuine, like about topics, subjects, and then even just our life. Like it's one of the first friendships I felt like I have a best friend, because we've been able to be transparent. And I think transparency is bigger than honesty. And because honesty is you asking me the right questions and me being correlated to answer them with honesty. And like, you know, if you're answering the right questions, because you can never say I lied to you if you don't ask the right questions. Versus we offer transparency so that there's no hidden jewels, there's no hidden uppercuts. Nobody can come with you with a left angle. I'm offering this information and we allowed each other to have a choice. And that's the best thing you can offer a person is a choice. And so that allows y'all to choose each other. So we chose each other.
Yeah, there you go.
That's bars.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was church to you? That was church?
He said something there. Let me tell you. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the truth now. Y'all ready? Woo.
You gonna tell us everything?
Yep. So in 2009, my little situation, I'm going to tell y'all the situation. But me and my friend been in conversation, Instagram solely, never spoke on the phone, never nothing. I got my doctrine last month. And he DM'd me and said, hey, congratulations. I said, you always write me. What you talking about? Now I done said something back. Now, we always say stuff, but now I'm like,
threw a little bait though.
I threw some more bait in there too. And I said, look, you always talking. What you talking about? Shot me his number. I said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Called him. And then we had been talking every day since. He wakes me up. He makes sure, hey, you need to get your in the gym. Go to the gym.
Come on.
And then once that started happening, I said, well, shit.
Yeah.
So then about a week later, so we started talking September 11th. A week later, he asked me to be his girl. The day before my birthday, he proposed to me. So I'm engaged, actually. I'm going to the courthouse Monday. Don't nobody know.
So I can't do that at a wedding?
Yeah.
We pulling up.
We're going to have a ceremony, but let me tell you what I learned in church, because, you know, whatever. But I learned in church that you can't just be laying with people without, obviously, you know, being married. Because anyway, like Stevie said, when you lay with someone, you married.
You married.
So, and I'm not saying that a certificate is what makes a marriage, but at the end of the day, this is not the Old Testament. We are in the new times. And if we need to go get married, that's what we're going to do.
Amen.
And I'm going to ride with it till the wheels fall off.
Amen,
So,
yeah.
This is the perfect
here you
example.
go.
No, I think this is a perfect example of how two people can be friends but not process information exactly the same.
Yeah.
Or just because we disagree on one thing don't mean we can't agree on anything.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own path and their own journey spiritually. Like for me, I've grown up and I looked at the Bible, how I look at it, and now I look at the spirituality and religiosity differently than I was brought up on.
Oh, for sure.
And so that path brought me to where I'm at right now, and yours bringing to you where you're at.
Yes. I think I tell people all the time when we talk about religion or spirituality, I think people have to understand, like, I feel like as long as we walk in a purpose, when you find your purpose, and if your purpose is healing people, growing people, and you're not dimming others' light, or you're not living a malicious life, then even if I don't step into church every Sunday, that doesn't mean I'm less godly as you or connected to God. Because I'm connected to God in my own way.
Absolutely.
I pray every morning. I have conscious intentions on my movements and how I treat people, how I talk about people. All of that is a consciousness. So when you think about what God wants, that's why I always, when we get into the biblical, I just think about what God would want.
And God wants us to preach to everyone about God.
Oh, yeah. I think I really try to insert that into every conversation I have when somebody be like, man, how'd you make it? How'd you do it? I'd be like, God, bro. I'd be like, and I'd be talking to these knuckleheads who be asking me for mixtapes and stuff. I'd be like, well, bro, did you pray today? Did you even thank God that you woke up this morning? You know you ain't under no bridge, right? But you over here trying to negotiate a mixtape price and shit like that. But have you even thought to thank God that you here? I'm telling you right now, bro, I say thank you, God, when y'all send me y'all money for me to do y'all mixtapes, because at the end of the day, it didn't have to happen like that. Still to this day, I do that. And I be telling everybody that, like, if you don't have God in your life, it ain't gonna work.
I want to piggyback off of what you said. I think that relationships today would be more successful if people would be transparent and give the other person a choice.
That part.
Because you may approach me and say, hey, I like you, but I want to date other people. Let me choose if I want to be in that with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I may hit you back with, well, we can do something open. You know what I mean? And maybe we agree. And sometimes we try to make relationships fit in a traditional box, and that's not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
And that's what
I may want a little bit of time with you and not all the time.
That
You
part.
know what I mean? But tell me that's where you coming, and I might meet you there, or I might just say, hey, we could be friends.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to make it fit in a box. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. But that's what I was gonna say about even the religious thing. Like, we all have our own path separately. Like, what journey I'm on is pretty much the same journey Stevie's on. Is like, I grew up really, really religious, but it shut down a lot of me that I felt like I had to be humble
Yes.
And being humble, I miss a lot of opportunities. Like, I don't deserve this. But you have to tap into your God self, which some people think that, well, then if you do that, you're not worshiping God. But you still are, because he made us in his image. We don't look alike, right?
Yeah.
So it's right here. So when you tap into your God self, that's when you manifest more. And we're all in different paths. And in my life right now, my journey, that's my journey. And I still feel so connected to God, but I also know that I'm a God too.
Yes.
You know?
So you believe in polygamy? What he believe in?
No, I don't believe in polygamy.
Polygamy?
But everybody's on like their own journey. I believe
polygamy can work.
Yeah, I believe
everybody
it.
agrees.
If everybody's in alignment, and I think when you think about it, like you just can't put everybody in a box. Everybody is not the same.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's not going. And then this is my argument to people: if when two flesh become one, that's what validates a marriage.
Yep.
If y'all want to debate that, we can debate that. Or we agree on that.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay.
It's because spiritually, it's spiritually what it is. It's what it is. Two spirits are in union.
When you become
that
one,
point.
right? But what I'm saying is we get caught up in the social construct of what we were told marriage is.
Yep.
And you got to have a certificate and a ring and a ceremony. And those are all physical things, which we know can be an illusion, which we know can be misleading.
Yep.
A ring and a ceremony and a certificate don't validate your connection.
Yep.
It's consummation and connection that validates your vibration with another person, right? And this is why I think that if you are not a virgin, a woman should not come to a man telling them that she only wants him to be with her, one person, because you haven't only been with one person.
But she can do that, and then he can say, I'm not with it. Then he has a choice, and then he can go on about his business, because most relationships break down because most people have a certificate and a ring and they're still in a polygamous union and they don't even realize.
That's my point.
And we said that, yeah, absolutely.
And that's my point, though. And what people fail to realize is just because you're not having sex with one person at like the same time you're having sex with another person, that's not what polygyny is really even all about.
Right.
Because even in that, I don't have to break that down another day. But what I'm saying is, if you've been with multiple men in your life as a woman and multiple women as a man, you're already a polygamist.
Yeah.
You've already been married to multiple people. And I think people just don't want to recognize that shit.
They're not having a conversation, though.
They're not having a conversation.
They're lying, saying, "Oh, I just want you, baby," when you don't. You want her, and him sometime, and you're not being honest about what you want.
But I do want to say that some people are honest and just want to be with one person. But I also do believe, because at one point I tried the polygamy thing and it just didn't work for me. I thought I could do it, but I at one point had more respect for this man who told me that it would be me and maybe another person that he didn't find at the time.
Right.
And then at the time I was just like, I don't want to share him. And I thought to myself, even if I accept it later or just don't tell me, you still agreeing to something that you really don't want to do. So you might as well just, if somebody's telling me now, hey, I just want one person, I've been with all that, I've done all that, and I just want to be with one person, I'm gonna take that to the grave. And if you're going to show me better, you can tell me, and I don't know nothing else, cool. I'm not saying everybody's like that.
Right.
You know, some people want to dibble and dabble, and their relationship might be an agree upon that they can get married and have an open situation.
I always tell people, like, everything is a Pandora's box, right? So you have to understand, like, once you open that box, there's no closing it. You know what I mean? You don't know what you might get turned onto. You don't know what your partner might be. No, I'm just saying, like, it's a turnout, right? It's like, it's literally
turning them out.
I'm just using the word, like, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't know what comes after that, right? So, like you say, you have to have a conscious understanding of yourself. So that's the first part.
There you go.
Like, when you truly understand yourself, you're strong enough to say, yeah, I'm mentally and physically, emotionally strong enough for this type of situation, or I'm not. And it doesn't make either or person wrong. And that goes back to the point of transparency, and transparency has to start with self.
Yes.
And that's when we talk about the battle of religion and spirituality does not take away from religion.
Right.
What it's saying is, I'm going inside to learn the godliness in myself, learn myself fully.
Right.
Fully understand myself. Close chapters with myself I never closed. Closed doors that I didn't realize were still open that I hid. Because if I'm still harboring trauma, if I'm still harboring all these things, there's no way I could truly love this person.
Absolutely.
Or be mentally strong enough to deal with a polygamous relationship or any type of real relationship. You can't deal with a real relationship.
I can't deal with a monogamous one.
When you continue to go back to back, all these different people and men and women, that's literally worse than somebody who's into polygyny and just dealing with 2 or 3 people or however many or the Pandora's box open to.
Yeah.
But I think that polygyny gets a bad rap too, because people think it's just about somebody wanting to have multiple
people,
sexual partners or having threesomes. Or that's not what this is about. If we really open up and recognize that polygyny is something that's indigenous. Indigenous people did this because we overstood. That's how we populated our tribe. Yeah. That's how this woman knew how to cook. That woman knew how to garden. That woman knew how to do it. And if we bring all these resources together instead of fucking being unrighteous and slanging dick because you got money and you able to do it, okay. And I'm excited about this because a lot of people get upset when you have this conversation and you step outside of traditionalism. Yeah. But my thing is, go try that shit with a nigga who is at a pussy deficit. Like, if I wanted to be a single nigga and just fuck anything, I easily could do that. This is not what this is about. Yeah, exactly. This is about us saying, well, damn, if you know how to doggone do homeschool for these children, and this woman is a master chef, and this woman is an accountant, and this woman know how to labor. Now, women, you know, their argument is, well, shit, can I do it? Yes, you can, baby, but you can't do it the rate as a man because the Most High made you differently. Your anatomy is inner. His anatomy is outer for a reason. Mm-hmm. You carry every single DNA in you that of a man that you've been with. You carry his DNA forever. And women don't understand that. And this is why if a woman who's in alignment with her divine feminine, she will tell you her friends who have been with a lot of different dudes and got a lot of different bodies, their mindset is all over the place because of their connection spiritually with all these people.
But let me say something, because see, y'all not gonna keep running with that, because I'm gonna tell you, I know guys who sit up here and say they Muslim and they practice polygamy, but I've literally seen it for myself. This guy uses this woman to cook. This guy uses this woman to do his taxes, but that be it. And then you laying with all of them because you got someone else to do a job for everything. He don't care about, he gonna tell that same person or those different women all different things, and he's gonna, but listen, he gonna also, I've seen it with myself. I've seen people who saying what Stevie saying, but I've really seen a man just use a woman because of what they all can do for him. Not because of what they want to mix, what I just said. They want to mix that they Muslim in it, but y'all really using women. And y'all have all waitresses working at one club saying that they do this, and they all waitresses. Like, what were you talking about?
I'm not against what you're saying. So what I was actually in agreement. Like, I agree. Some people use things to take advantage, right? That's what the first thing he said is righteousness. Like, you have to be a certain person to actually operate in this in certain environments. Because even if we talk about being in a monogamous relationship or just you and your one partner, some people take advantage of that relationship and use their partner up, drain their partner, take their resources, use them until they, till there's nothing left. It doesn't even matter the environment. I think the whole main part is, no matter what, I feel like, just me, and I tell people, I feel like therapy matters. Getting spiritually hygiene, your spiritual hygiene is important. And yes, some form of religious understanding. I didn't say you have to be over Christian or over Baptist, but if you understand a little bit of the Bible, you can put them all together and orchestrate and align life and walk in a positive path.
But that takes me back to your original point, transparency and giving someone a choice. I'm not advocating for either side. Yeah. I'm just saying, if you approach a woman or a man and say, hey, this is what I want, and just lay it bare, let that person decide if that's what they want to do.
Yep. But let's be real. How many friends y'all got that don't do that?
They should, is what I'm saying.
How many friends that don't do what?
That don't do none of that. They not telling the truth. They not, based off what she said.
No, I hate them homies that sell drinks. Like, I have conversations like, bro, you ain't got to sell dreams, bro. Like, that's too much.
Y'all know enough of them.
But remember,
there's enough women that will accept it, though. There's enough women out there that'll be like, okay, I'm cool.
I think me and my lady talk about this all the time. There are some people who are literally attracted to chaos.
Yes.
They love
also,
chaos.
that's all they lived in. That's all they know.
That's all
and
they know.
They know how to operate out of it.
The more trauma, the more drama.
People actually operate better.
The more trauma, the more drama. No, that's real shit. Until you
like you said, they operate better like that.
Until you get chasing your trauma.
Yeah.
You chase.
And it depends on like where you're at in your life. Like, I've been married, but I would never want to go back to that life, only because, I'm not saying I don't want to get married in the future, but maybe when I'm ready for it. But where I'm going, I was born here to be the best Diana, not the best wife, not the best mom, not the best whatever. I'm born to be the best Diana, right? So if I attach myself to somebody, you know what I'm saying? They might say, I don't want you to go to LA to shoot that film. That might change my whole life. You know, and I'm not saying I'm against marriage. You know what I mean? But I do think sometimes marriage, the women become a glorified slave.
No, that's why I say you gotta be. That's why you gotta be married.
It depends on the person.
That's why you gotta be married to your purpose. You gotta be married to the Most High. See, I'm in covenant with God. You gotta be in covenant with God, and this is why y'all was saying self earlier. For in Hebrew, the word God is El. One of the words for God is El. In the middle of the word self is El. You are made in the image and likeness of God because you have to go within yourself to find that godliness. If you don't do that for you, you're not going to ever attract a person, place, or a thing that's in alignment with that. You're going to continue to attract the chaos and the drama because you're not in alignment and convicted on yourself. And that's in self is God. God is self. That's if we weren't many gods, you wouldn't say something and it come to pass. You wouldn't think something and that became your reality.
And if you don't love yourself and know yourself, you're gonna put your energy that you're supposed to be putting into yourself into the other person. That's why they hurt you so bad. That's why they control you. That's why your mind. If you don't put all your love and energy into yourself, you're gonna put pieces of it into somebody else, the person that you're with. Now you gotta please them. And you're disappointed because you can't do what you want to do because you're trying to please somebody else. And now you're not completely happy.
You giving from an empty cup instead of giving from overflow. Like my children or anybody connected to me in my life is going to be giving something from an overflow. I'm not pouring out to give to them because then I end up empty. I got to go and sit and with God and get in the prayer closet and do all this to try to stay.
And now I'm worried because I can't travel because my person's a little bit jealous. So now I'm thinking about that when I'm supposed to be 100% focused on the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing to make myself a better person.
But let me say this. When you're vibrating at a certain level, this is a law. You're going to attract who and what you are. Every single time. A lot of people say that light attracts everything. I'm telling you right now, it's dark outside. It's dark outside. It's just that the light has showed up. It's always dark outside until the light shows up. The light don't necessarily attract darkness. The light make darkness shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. So when for real, when you're vibrating at a certain frequency, bro, your frequency was where she was
frequently see.
No, but you gotta
so boom.
To attract that, I was just gonna say, to attract that, the main focus, like I said, going in self. Part of that journey was me consciously saying, I have to find a way to love me because I didn't understand what that looked like. And loving me doesn't always look like you said, cars, kicking it, all the fashion, the flat. It was like a part of me still didn't feel complete, right? And you have to go in, like you said, go in self and see what's missing, what's going on, right? When I started focusing on Don, focusing on my traumas, my childhood things I had shut down, buried. And then I woke up to say, look, I want a particular person. Part of my affirmations, like when we was on set, you saw I used to be in my corner, like, man, I'm writing.
That part.
My affirmations was about unconditional love finding me. A relationship that's spiritually connected for growth and abundance. Like these were conscious thoughts I had about, and I had intentional thoughts about the relationship I wanted, but I also made it very clear I knew only way I'm going to get that is if I become that.
So let me ask you a question, remember your business. So when you was married, were you not happy?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't happy because parts of my marriage was, like she just said, pleasing. Parts of my marriage was trying to figure out how to suffice your happiness where it wasn't within yourself, or that individual at the time was still trying to find self. So when you had two people trying to find self, and we were young when we got together to be in defense of us, you know what I mean? We didn't know what we really wanted for ourselves, let alone together, and how to build that union together and what to create together. Because parts of her, I felt like she had unaccomplished goals, dreams, visions, versions of herself, and I still had a version of myself.
Married young,
so we didn't know, and you're trying to just smash that together because it felt like the right thing to do.
Felt good. Yep.
You learn later like that was the wrong path.
How long were y'all together?
About 13 years.
But see, I think
was young though.
But I don't want to use. I don't want to
early
use.
20,
I don't
21, 22, and I'm
21,
just
22.
and I'm saying that in that case, listen, I can tell you honestly, I was not the same person.
But that's more important.
That's more important
than the age.
Because I was not.
Because you might be 32, and when you're 42, you're gonna be a different person.
You're not 22.
It's an argument.
Nah, but that's my point. But at that stage, man, I'm drinking every day. I'm partying every day. My family suffers substance abuses. It was different things that was in my face how to handle my emotion, be angry,
But that-
fight,
yeah,
things. So like I'm only attracting myself. I got with a person that mirrored me.
That vibration. And then as you continue to evolve, and if they revolving and you evolving, then you're gonna leave them and separate. This is why the Bible says it's a time and season for everything, not just what we want. We just put eternity on what we want. You're not. How the fuck we gonna be forever when I'm not forever and you're not forever?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a time and season where we might evolve together and we might transcend together. And there might be a season where you are going on you on a spaceship and I'm still running around in circles. So that means we're separated in who we are. We're no longer equally yoked. Because at one point you were. I think people also got to look at the difference between having chemistry with somebody and compatibility.
Compatibility. That's the one I've been talking
chemistry
about.
is like, damn, she fine. Compatibility is if she refined. Damn, I love them hips.
Right.
It's chemistry. But compatibility is what's coming off your lips. Because out of a person's heart and their mind is what's going to be the essence of who they are.
But that's the difference. Like you said, the compatibility, I feel like, is the most important concept to any relationship. Because compatibility doesn't mean that we are alike, but our us being evenly yoked allows us to be contributors to each other's life. Just because I do one thing and she may be great at another, we're able to combine that smoothly to grow and bring abundance into our life and bring abundance into our family.
That's what my whole shit is based off of. Everything that I'm not, my wife is, and I appreciate it.
And you appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
And the other key is, like you said, being conscious here. I had finally got with, and I know I had got with a woman who sees me, right? Because I was able to be transparent.
Right.
Let you know what I went through, but also knew how to talk life into this version of me.
Yep.
And that's very important. And me being able to talk life into her and be able to hold those conversations where we can have disagreements and have not disrespected each other. We don't always see things eye to eye, but there's a way to articulate that because you see me and I see you. And I know I don't have to go all the way over here to make a point. But in my past, that's what I would have to do, where I felt like both relationships have taught me things, but like I said, that past was a mirroring relationship of who I didn't want to continue to
my grandfather, he was married for 65 years or something like that. He always told me, man, communicate and don't sweat the small stuff. That's the longevity of a relationship in his eyes, and I think that helped me a lot in my situation too as well.
Do you think your granddaddy ever got in 65 years ever got some other cooter?
Well, you know what?
Do you think he ever got some other cooter in 65?
I'm not want to see my grandfather in that light. I don't want to see my grandfather in that light. But I did take him somewhere for his birthday. I'm not gonna speak on it. And he had an amazing time. So
when I felt about old Catco, I felt like my grandmother and Pawpaw before passed, they got to the point they wasn't in the same room. They just be like, well, they was just in the house. They wasn't going nowhere, right?
But see, what I took from his page is, nigga, you don't talk about your personal business.
Yeah. See, it was different.
You do what you do.
It was different.
When I got to be an adult and I realized the familial stuff that was going on that I didn't know about, they didn't tell us. They told us to just get married, but their marriages were
way
different. Mess.
And that's all we saw.
And it was way different.
Mess. And they didn't warn us. So then you trying to navigate this space and you like, okay, I'm married, now what? You don't even know what you're doing.
You don't know what you're doing. You don't see a good example of it. You don't know who you are as a person yet. You don't know that it's not supposed to be 50.
Every relationship and every marriage got issues and problems. Y'all, ain't none of this shit finna be squeaky clean.
It's gonna have problems, but if you're not a complete whole person and you're not that other person,
and you're completely unprepared,
it's unequally.
I'm not against marriage. Like I'm not dating her just to date her.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's an intention, complete intention behind what we're doing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I had to learn the lessons on my own, back to what she's saying, because from my family, I can honestly say I don't feel like I ever had great examples of proper marriage, proper relationship etiquette, how to communicate, how to handle things. So
did you have kids with the first?
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How many?
Does she?
2.
Y'all cool?
No, we
she
cool.
hate you.
No, it's not. Listen, it wasn't a hate. What?
No, because I'm saying you're like super
I'm
dope right now.
No, because we're in a place where, again, once I learned authenticity and transparency,
come on.
I don't feel a guilt on myself. I don't feel a guilt where I didn't lay everything on the table. I left everything on the table and I consciously made sure I had the conversation that was saying, I want you to be great. Yeah. I want you to be happy. But we're not going anywhere because we're not, it's not there.
That's why a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm
people
saying?
have
It's okay.
baby mama issues and shit because they can't, have that conversation with their baby mama saying, I want the better version of you.
Well,
But I feel like she getting the better version of you.
I told her, I'll tell you, God, right hand to God, I said, you know what? I know you're going to become something great, and you know I'm destined to be something great. But I said, what hurts is, in reality, I might not be the man who will ever be able to bring that out.
I think a lot of
and
guys
it's okay. I really felt that.
Part.
I really felt that like I'm slowing you down. It's not because I even dislike, I don't dislike you.
No. But let me tell you what women see. I'm gonna tell you what women see, because I'm gonna get in the comments. Like I was reading them.
Yeah, they get the better version.
We gonna get it. Yeah, so
they get the better version.
Let me tell you, I'm putting myself in her shoes for a second,
for
right?
Sure.
Y'all was together 12, 13 years. Boom, you learned a lot within those 12, 13 years. She dealt with a lot, you dealt with a lot. Boom, boom, boom. Now you grown into this person that you are now, and now somebody else is reaping the benefits of what you've learned, and she had to sit, and now she gotta watch that.
But
that's why I asked with our friends.
But my point I'm making to you is, and I'm not saying, it's just on the women's side or the man's side.
Gotcha.
But think about it. If you is her, and it might have happened to me. No, it never happened to me. But if you is her and you sitting and you done went through it, because I'm not saying she was squeaky, I don't know her.
No,
I'm just saying, if I'm in the comments and I see what I seen on television, and now I see you with a beautiful woman and you posting your women. First of all, niggas don't even want to post their women like that. Just keep being 100. You posting her, she's gorgeous. Y'all look good together, boom, boom, boom. I'm thinking, I'm always gonna be the person who's the underdog. I'm gonna just go back in the other person, see like, damn, man.
Oh, no, her girlfriend doing that.
Yeah, she did. And then so think about it, like he said, she getting a call from her girlfriend. This nigga got, let me tell you about the nigga right here.
Damn, girl, you fucked up.
Right, but what I learned too, what I started to learn being baptized from last year, it ain't always about that, because like he said, it's a time and season for everything. Y'all was just in the wrong time in the season.
Listen.
And if it was another season for her, different. The dude I got, if I met that man back in the day when he was running around, running through women, boom, because he told me them things, we wouldn't even be where we at. And I know my process is gonna happen kind of quick, but the way we gravitate, if somebody is preaching to me, like, I'm never gonna stop you from your bag. Matter of fact, how can I elevate you? Vice versa. I'm gonna want to do something for him anyway, because you grow, I grow, we grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think what I saw with y'all when y'all walked in here, I ain't done. When I saw I saw with y'all when y'all walked in here, I was immediately like, dang. First of all, I seen the little shade room post. I said, dang, that came in together. So let's go off of it, But I think that I seen a light too, and it, me just knowing you for the little time I've known you, I was like, dang, man, look, happy. He gonna call me like, me and my girl, me and my lady, we trying to go to this little thing. I said, dang, for real, man, you like lady? Okay. Let me call real quick. But I think it's beautiful. And I think that at the same time, we gotta grow up as adults and understand that everything ain't for everybody. And at that time, that wasn't for you. And I'm sorry you're going through it, but I had to take a step back and look at myself. If the guy that betrayed me so many times, but I'm glad you betrayed me, because I wouldn't got what I got now. Yeah. And he need to do so. He can't say that about me though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So in a nutshell of what you're saying, like, no, most people only saw what they got to see on TV. I'm more of a stand-up guy. So even here, I won't speak on the pain she caused me, because I'm never going to defame her name, talk down on her name.
Part.
She's known she's taken actions that hurt me too.
Yeah.
It just wasn't televised. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the type of man I was. So, and in all honesty, she know the pain we caused each other is why I grew into the man I am now.
Come on, bro.
So that's why I don't take away any of my journey. The pain I caused, as well as the pain I received, is the reason why I wanted to go heal. The reason why I wanted to change. Now, did she nourish that man as I was growing? No. We was already in a very different place. She was watching me change and grow.
Come on.
But she didn't know how to deal with that man.
Come on.
Because that man wasn't tolerating certain energy, certain conversations, certain verbiage, and it just changed the whole dynamic of who we were. So the best thing was to separate as I grew. And it's not that she's not on her own journey, but her journey was going down a different road that wasn't leading to us being compatible and us being able to work as a team. And I was okay with that. I respect her. I appreciate the beautiful children we have. I appreciate the 13 years. I don't take anything away from what we were, but at the same token, we weren't ready for this version of each other.
That part.
And it's okay.
Oh, I like that.
And in reality, I And once I understand being authentic, and authentic is every way you walk, breathe, talk, everything. I shouldn't have to hide my happiness because people want to judge me for my past. Yeah, I was a kid. I made mistakes. She made mistakes. It's cool. That don't mean I don't deserve happiness. I'm a great father. I have all of my children in the home with me. I'm blessed, and I pray for that over and over and over to make sure, my daughter is with me, and me and her mom, who I had the worst relationship with, we kick it. She comes over the house for barbecue and pick up our daughter, and we hang, and I'm proud of her. And it's like, for me, the more I'm growing, the more the things are aligning. And eventually, me and her and my new lady and the children and my daughters, all of us will be able to be a team. That's my only prayer. That's my only goal. And it will grow that. And that takes time.
But not only
and
that,
takes time.
If you guys were together and you started elevating up here, it's not your job to facilitate her journey.
Exactly.
She has to do that on her own. She has to do her own work. And it would be vice versa if she met someone and she was happy.
Exactly.
We have to be responsible for our path. Nobody else can do it for you, because that's why it doesn't work. That's why when you get with somebody and y'all are not in alignment, it's just pure chaos. She has to want that for herself. You have to want it for yours. Thank God you found it. And she got to want it for herself and go on.
You my bad, because you were about to say something to her, her statement. Do you remember that?
I was going to say this. Like, I'm a big believer in things don't happen to us. They happen for us, right? So like, it doesn't matter what relationships we were in. I was in a marriage for 7 years, and then he didn't ever treat me the way he treated his next one. But I really believe that marriage is supposed to teach me my weakness, because I'm way stronger now because of that. So I thank him for that. And maybe he wasn't ready. And it's okay. There's 8 billion people in this world. You don't have to be with one and it's a failure just because it didn't work out. It just means that person was supposed to teach you to be stronger, whatever weakness it was. And that's why I always tell women too, when they complain about them, oh, he's a narcissist. Well, if you see it, why are you still there? Maybe your weakness is staying with the narcissist. How about leave him and then you'll be free.
So most of them are scared though.
Yeah, in school.
But that's their weakness.
But
in
school, you get in school they give you the lesson in the test. And in life, you get the test, then you learn the lesson.
Facts.
And that's and that's real.
And that's
you know what I'm saying? Everything that you see as a test in your real life, it becomes your lesson.
Those is literally just my words.
Lessons.
I just said, God, you can pray, but God is never gonna send you the answer right away. He sends you the test to see if you're ready for the next chapter. He give you the door. He give you the door. The doorway is here, but I'm gonna send you this test. And like back to what you said, fear. I operated out of fear in that marriage. We both did. I felt like she probably wanted to leave a while back, but we had things going on that she could still utilize or be a part of. I think the kids for me, for sure. Because my children,
I think
because I wanted them to see, I wanted them to see like, man, you know, your dad, my family was messed up, like growing up. Stepmom, moms.
Really, bro, I'm gonna be real with you though. When your seeds are in a formative age, sometimes you have to sacrifice your quote unquote joy or a certain level of peace because you then created a seed.
A seed,
This is bigger than my own interpersonal happiness right now.
For sure.
I gotta make sure that the seed get everything that they need. And right now we might be the best for that in this season, even though it's not the best for me personally. That's a very mature thing.
I think if anything for me, I think my mind would be wanting, if I was unhappy, it would be wanting to beat the odds of the statistics of not raising my kids in a household with two parents, because I didn't get raised in a house with two parents. Right. So I'd be like, you know, I will shed a little unhappiness for a couple, whatever I'm going through, whatever.
But what happens
to get to that next
you know why I don't believe in that? My parents have been married forever. You know what I mean? And I saw them go through a whole bunch of stuff. And I know a lot, and they're still married to this day, which is great. I love them and I'm glad they're together. Because, you know, you want your parents to be, you don't want to go to two separate houses. You know, I just like, you know.
Yeah.
But I saw that sometimes they stayed together for us, and I saw unhappiness for a minute. And what does that do to you? What does that do to your progress in your life? That's why I got divorced early, because I felt like I'm not happy. Like I used to go to the gym and not even, how did I get here? I don't even know. My brain was all over the place. And if I was staying together for the kids, you know what they would have saw? A broken mother. Yep. Right now they look at me and I'm like, why do you guys work so hard? Why do you guys, they do great in their jobs and school. They're like, because mom, we saw you, you're happy. You're doing what you want to do in your life and you're our example. You're our first example. That was the reason why I had left, because I was like, I don't want them to see a sad me.
Well, I agree with her.
Hold on, I want to say this because everybody on the panel work out. I train. But everybody might work out. So what I'm saying is, because you said something that's very important. I done heard the gym brought up a lot, so I want to hit this. How important, because we know spirituality is the main thing, but how important is health and wellness in a relationship when it comes to a relationship for y'all?
On what aspect, bro?
Health and wellness, period. Like, how important is your health and wellness?
I think it's like the second checkoff list, like when you look at it, because that implements discipline into the home. You know what I'm saying? We discipline with our diet, we discipline with our lifestyle. That correlates over to finances, that correlates over to choices. Fitness has taught me a bunch of discipline with myself, where when we know how to prioritize our days and our goals or set goals. So and then when you're doing it as a couple, that's even doper, because we're setting our house goals. And then two, me having children, they are now seeing what I feel is a healthy relationship, healthy people taking care of themselves. My son goes for a 5-mile run every day on his own because he feels like this is what our life is about. Let me drink my water. Let me do this. So I feel like them seeing the whole house kind of function that way changes, for me, generational imagery of, like, you know, we all grew up. I mean, I just know how.
But you can't say everybody has to go to the gym and all that type of stuff.
What, so you don't go?
I do. No, listen, y'all. I come from a different background. My wife does not. No, she don't go to the gym every freaking day like that. No, she'll go run Stone Mountain with me every once in a while. But she definitely put me on stir fry, salads, and drinking a lot of water.
So that's
I wasn't doing that before. I was hot wing shawty for a long time. So.
But that's still help,
that's help.
So that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that she got to go like start lifting them all. I'm saying
but
y'all have a
conscious. People might perceive it like that. It's too fat. People right now they're super happy because they're sharing cheeseburgers together, and that's fine. But don't think they can't be healthy.
Hey, I don't believe. I'm not body shaming nobody, but if you fat, man,
listen.
There's a better life for you, bro.
It is a better life for you.
I'm just telling you, guys.
It's a better life for you, but it's okay. We're not doing that because it's okay. If listen, I call. You can't do that. You can't do that.
We talking about reality. We talking about fantasy.
Because there's 2 billion some million people in the world,
and all 2 billion
of y'all.
If you have y'all fat or 75% of y'all fat, find a way to not be fat.
Listen to me, bro. Just as much as I like to drink water, eat vegetables, all that shit like that, I like when me and my wife we do this. We do Russian roulette, DoorDash, and we pick and we lay in the bed all day because we work hard, and we lay in the bed all day and we eat. Hey, what's your favorite Thai food? What's your favorite pizza? What do you like?
See, bro, that's
something we do, and that's like once every month.
That's fat tendencies. I got fat tendencies.
Okay, well, fat tendencies.
But I'm just not.
You gotta put a word on it. Put a word on that shit.
No, so let me,
you have a lot of people.
Let me clean this up. Let me clean this up for the optics.
Clean it up.
I'm gonna say it one more time. If your ass fat, change the way you eat. Change the way you think. And your motherfucking outside of your body and the inside of your body will change.
This is the clip that's gonna go
doubling down. No, for real. Because I know how y'all think. I know both of y'all, and I know how y'all think. You're not gonna be with a man that's not vibrating on that frequency. It's just not gonna happen.
You know what? Because when somebody works out, their brain works different. Your blood is flowing different. If I know that you love yourself and you check out and you go to the doctor and make sure you don't have prostate cancer and make sure your blood is flowing correctly, then you can love me properly. If you're not going to the gym, for me.
But also two people that don't, but two people that don't go to the gym and they eating burgers and they happy with that, you can't take that away from them.
No, I'm not taking nothing away.
You definitely did.
You definitely did.
Let me say it.
That's why I listen.
Stay your thick ass right where you at. But I guarantee you, this is not in.
They gonna die fat and happy together.
This is not in your window. This is a fact. If you want to live a better life, a more vibrant life, you gotta change the way you eat, think, and the way you live. Period. I don't even. And listen, you can be big as the Titanic ship if you want to, but you can't even go pick up your child and like the way you want to. That can't be happiness.
Walking up a flight of steps
because we gotta stop talking. We gotta stop living like this. I hear a lot of people like, "Well, I'm gonna die anyway."
It's crazy.
I'm gonna die on my feet. I'm not gonna die on my knees on my back. When I'm going out of this motherfucker, they gonna know that he was the strongest.
And if they want to watch Tubi and they want to eat their burgers and play Russian roulette,
man, listen, y'all, everybody ain't got money to have a gym membership.
Not every day.
The greatest gym is GYM. Guard your mind. Guard your ministry. Guard your mentality. That's the gym. Because before you go lift any weights, you gotta already see that body in your mind. And that becomes your reality. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So-
what I was gonna say.
Ain't nothing wrong with the mirror.
That's all.
Ain't nothing wrong with the mirror holiday.
I think this is my opinion because my family background was like I hated what I saw. My father died in his 50s. My father just died 2 years ago. My daddy was young. Him and my mother were pregnant as teenagers.
Yeah, mine too.
So to lose my father at 50-something, this is like my best friend. I grew up with him. You know, I watched my father grow up. And because of earlier lifestyle, diet, you know, and certain tendencies, he passed away through, you know, illnesses. And I watched my uncle pass away, alcohol, food, certain things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it was a conscious choice saying like, man, I ain't gonna be the next Brumfield to die like that. So I knew I wanted to give my kids a different image. You know what I'm saying? Image of what it means to be healthy, what it means to be an alpha male, what my daughter sees as a man, and the type of man I want her to essentially want to date in her life. And you know what I'm saying? The way I talk to her mom, all of these things correlate to me on lifestyle. So I mean, fitness, I'm not telling people everybody gotta go lift the weights like I do, but I think you should go for a walk, get some sun, go for a run. If y'all hitting the mountains, go outside, do something, ride the bikes together.
I push
Just
that
eat a little
hard.
bit. That's cool. Like just do something that's
something.
orientated towards a lifestyle.
Connect with me or understand me as a person if that's not important to you.
Yeah.
You won't be able to
I
connect
need
with
that.
me.
We're
Why
not
you
gonna
spend
connect.
2 hours?
Go to the park.
Why you 3 hours on the bike? Well, this
Why
is
you
my
going to the
medicine.
gym again? Why you going today? Because I need it for my mental health too. I need it.
See, a lot of people want to go sit on the couch, but going to the gym, cycling, going hiking, that's my therapy.
I don't get twisted. I'm super active, but I was just saying.
No,
No, it ain't even me, nigga. I know I'm very active, but I'm just saying for the people, I just didn't want nobody to feel that way because I be thinking from the other side of the shoe. It came off as that like.
This is the reality table, so we don't give a damn about your feelings. We talking facts.
So look,
talking facts.
I think, especially because they was ex-athletes like myself. I played played basketball my whole life, all the way to college, and I literally suffered a depression from not playing my sport no more.
Me too.
I didn't know what that was. I was like, yo, I don't know what life is with this basketball.
Talk to
the
him.
Fort Valley State. I'm a football scholar. My mama
Hey,
didn't pay for
Albany
nothing.
State, shot it.
Wildcats.
Albany State,
We beat
shot
y'all
it.
ass.
Ram heads, shot it.
No, I was saying, so like when I lost myself, again, partying, drinking, all of that, I was like, yo, there's a part of me missing. And the first part of my spiritual journey actually started in me like, man, you know what? I ain't drinking, man. I'm finna start hitting the gym. I started off just on the Stairmaster. I ain't even know how I was gonna lift again. And I was just like, yo, I'm tired of seeing myself like this. I hate what I'm waking up to.
Cool.
I go look at a picture of myself from like 2015, 16, and I look at the picture of me today, bro, it don't even like the same person.
It's not.
Because I was vibrating at such a low level. I wasn't loving myself. I wasn't happy. So fitness helped me love myself again. That's what I was saying.
And if you can't put the mask on you, I always say it, on the plane, they say put the mask on you first before you can put it on somebody else. You're so busy putting the mask on everybody else, but you ain't putting it on you. How can you be the strongest father, the strongest mate, partner, whatever, if you're not doing that for you first?
100%.
So anyway, we got something called
The game.
and we shake it. You pick it up, you pick one up.
And give it to him.
Now give it to me, right?
Yep.
I read it. And then you can hold this because you're gonna shake next. Then now you have to answer the question. So we're gonna do a question by question. All right. This question says, is it acceptable to pressure your partner into sexual activities that they're uncomfortable with, Holiday?
Is it pressure?
I'll read it again.
Sorry.
I'll read it again with a little bit more eloquence, sir.
Yes, sir. I
It
apologize.
says, is it acceptable to pressure your
Is
partner?
it acceptable?
To pressure your partner.
Pressure.
I'm gonna read it like they read it in church.
I don't think
It's a sexual
okay.
activities that they are uncomfortable with.
I don't think you should pressure your partner, man. But you should definitely communicate and express what you like, so you won't go nowhere else. Maybe I feel like that. Like it's my wife is not cool with any of the things we were talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? But that's fine because she loves her some me, so that's fine. But in the bedroom one-on-one, I try to I express to her what I want. Like,
what's up?
What I think about,
Man,
for sure.
you all right with me, Holiday?
Yeah.
You all right with me? All right, shake it up, Holiday, and then
Shake it.
let him pick his own,
Pick his
nectar.
poison.
No, pick your nectar. We ain't calling it
nectar.
And give it the
Alright,
holiday.
cool.
Give it the holiday. You can't read it.
I can't read. All right.
Yeah, it's yours. Next.
How have you ever had a, what is that? Sorry, y'all.
Have you ever had a paranormal or unexplainable?
My bad. Have you ever had a paranormal or unexplainable experience?
You know what? Yeah, I think what y'all used to call it? They used to call it something like witch on your back or something when I was a kid.
yeah.
So man,
Witch on your chest.
yeah, witch on your chest. So I remember like, man, I was in high school. This the first time it happened. It happened a few times, but the very first time it happened, man, I was in high school. I was laying in my bed, middle of the day, like daytime too. That's what made it freaky. I heard like my mom and I don't know, might be my brother in the dining room talking, but. You know, I kind of like, I wake up, but as I'm waking up, I felt like I saw something floating away, but I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But the scariest part was I couldn't open my mouth. I couldn't move.
Yeah.
That
I
happened.
couldn't open my mouth. And in my head, I'm screaming, help.
Mm.
And I couldn't I couldn't say nothing. So I just closed my eyes and started praying. Like, man, God sent some angels over here because I don't know what's going on right now, but hey, this is freaking me out. And I was like that from that point on, like, I don't know. I always kind of like been a weird kid that believed in sci-fi and loved sci-fi anyway. So, but I believe in ghosts or spirits.
I do too.
So I'm like, yeah, something was definitely messing with
Sleep
me.
paralysis
Something was,
is
yeah,
real.
it's real. Yeah, I was jacked up. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, now you gotta shake and then let her pick her own thing, and then you gotta stand over there
I'm
because you
picking-
picking your own.
I done squozed it closed.
See what I'm saying? Strong guy. God damn, dog.
Yeah, you can keep it close.
There you go.
I got an easy question.
All right, now Dawn has
Give
to
it to
read
Dawn. Give it to Dawn. Huh? You can't read that.
No, she gonna hold it.
Now go over there and
right.
ask her. Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, good one. What's the wildest thing you've done that nobody knows about?
Oh,
We ain't never
You're
had
not
that
gonna
one.
find out about it today. Next question. To my grave.
Hold on.
Y'all not gonna find out about it
Hold
today.
up. No, you gotta pick.
I gotta pick.
You gotta pick it, and then we gotta hand it to Dawn.
Okay.
Hand it over to Dawn.
Not
There we go.
Oh man. She said, I'm still taking it out. Still going out with that
Y'all
one.
tripping.
Should couples merge their finances or keep them separate?
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Keep them separate.
Why?
Never know what's gonna happen. Keep them separate.
You been married before?
Keep them separate.
Keep them separate. Okay.
Keep them separate. You can have a joint account.
Right.
Yeah, you
But
can have one of
everybody
those.
should
Yeah,
have.
have two.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I'm getting nervous.
Something happened.
You have to read
Yeah,
this?
you
That's what that was. Yeah,
Am I-
that
is it my
answer is
turn to
straightforward.
read?
Something happened.
They missed 1 month.
Keep
Yeah.
them separate.
Hold on to it.
Is it possible to be friends with an ex?
Oh, good question.
That's what I said. If you ain't my baby mama,
Question.
I ain't got I ain't dealing with you.
Okay, so for me to be friends with an ex, so I can. That's a hard question because I'm not friends with none of my exes for a reason because I get vulnerable with like I can be friends with anybody and then we can get disagreements or whatever because we're not at that vulnerable space. But if I have an ex, most likely he did something to me. Most likely, you know what I mean? So. And it's unforgivable, so I had to separate you from my life. And if I keep you in my life, I'm triggering myself because I'll eventually remember it, and then I'm going to put you through suffering because I know I'm going to remember it and put myself through suffering too. Now, if it wasn't like a bad breakup, I believe that, and you both respect each other, I think you could be friends with exes until you meet somebody new, and if they feel disrespected, then you got to let them go. So is that really fair to keep them? Because you got to cut them off anyway.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't get that question.
You gotta shake D. Let me hold that. Let me hold that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. And
Okay.
Alexia.
All right.
Just give me a basic question. You know?
Dig deep down in the bottom. Oh, all right, D.
Oh, that's a blank one.
Oh, it's a okay.
Oh, Lord.
Get it, D. Please read it. Please, I can't wait.
All right. All right. Let me see. What are your thoughts on open relationships?
Oh, wow.
Can they work?
Absolutely not.
Easy.
Hey, man. All right, here you go. My bad. I almost looked at it. Uh-oh.
I already know what he gonna say. If you could start a rumor about yourself, what would it be?
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm gonna say? Shit, I don't know what I'm gonna say. A rumor about myself. I don't think I would say anything because I'm so addicted to being who I am authentically. I wouldn't start no rumors. Just think what you want to think. It is what it is. Because if it's opinion, you ain't none of your business anyway.
Right.
Whether it's good or bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all, I'm going to say this. Out of 100% of the people in the world, 25% of the people, they can love you, but can be persuaded to hate you. Depending on your...
Easy.
25% can hate you, but then can be persuaded to love you.
Yep.
25 will love you no matter what, and 25 will hate you no matter what. So I'll never be able to please everybody. So I'm gonna just keep being me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck what y'all
Opinions
think.
don't matter. That's what I said. I love you. Let rumors be what they gonna be.
I have to cuss sometimes. You keep it real. Because a lot of my people out there cuss because they know the world is under a curse. And that's the only language they can resonate with sometimes. Some people can't resonate with you being so articulate and so holy and righteous with everything. Yep. Sometimes they can resonate with you keeping it all spirit. Keeping it 1K with them.
You gotta add a little razzle dazzle to your sentences, just a little bit.
Throw a little salt and pepper on it, man. But we are eloquent and we are erudite. And if you want me to.
So look, y'all, we want to thank two sponsors for this episode. We gonna thank first Major Prep Apparel.
Come on, man.
So I got me, Stevie Bags, Mr. Don. We're all actually ambassadors. Mr. Holiday about to get on.
I ain't got one yet.
Oh, I got this coming.
Wait on the
So
box.
Major Prep Apparel. So if you're on Instagram, go to Major Prep Apparel, follow them. Tell them the reality table sent you. And also we want to thank who?
Adana. House of Adana.
House of Adana.
It's really the house of the Legos.
Amazing lamb chop.
Yeah, Zada. Thank y'all. This is a beautiful restaurant, beautiful edifice. My brother has been here before. The food is great. The drinks are tremendous.
Day night lit.
Oh, it's a lituation, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pull up to Adana, House of the Legos.
Yeah, Marietta,
Get you the Lego hookah.
Yeah, definitely get.
Put your name on it.
That part. Y'all can see it right there, the reality table. Y'all see it right there.
And last thing we're going to say, so listen, we're going to start on this end, work your way down. If you can leave one impression or if you can give advice to your younger self, what would that be? And then let them know where they can find you at.
If I can give my younger self one thing of advice is don't be scared to be your true self. Don't worry about proving anybody wrong or trying to fit in. Just authentically be you. They gonna love you regardless. Y'all already know where y'all can find me on IG, Bishop__Don. If you search Don Brumfield Jr., I'll pop up on all social medias. Let's
and
get
Shade
it.
Room.
J.D.
Hey, right.
It be your own people.
I love it.
That's a 25 for you, Tobo.
That's the 25%.
At DJ Holiday, of course, you can follow me on Instagram. But I would say to my younger self, man, you did that shit the right way. Just keep going consistent. Be consistent. That was always my thing. And don't be afraid to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about for me.
Also, Thursday nights, talk to them.
Oh, Thursday nights, we got this little shindig over there at Buckhead Saloon. It's pretty cool, man. Everybody, all your favorite, whoever's be in the building, and that's what turns you on. But we been having a good time. So Buckhead Saloon, Thursday nights. My boy done been there. Everybody done been there. So we been having a good time, man.
I'm just going to say follow me at Stevie Bags Jr. on all platforms. I've answered that question a number
several
of times.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to? Something I would tell my younger self is like, just find the lesson in everything that I went through. Like, take accountability and stop blaming other people because the lessons just get worse if I don't learn from them. And they did. So that's what I would tell my younger self. Oh, and my Instagram is Diana_love_XO.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell Tweety, because that's what they call me. You have everything you need. You don't need to look for it in anybody else, and it's going to get better. Yeah, you're going to be all right.
And how do they find you? Hey,
I am Priscilla Andrews on all platforms.
Okay. If I could tell my younger self something, is keep going, man. I live every day like it's my last, so if you hear it probably happened. Lil Lex on Twitter, we evolved. Alexia Adams, 24. Big Lex, you know what I'm talking about? Lil Lex Enterprises was the plug without a socket, me. So the reality table, subscribe, like, follow. Reality table signing out.
Lil' shawty mix the pain with the passion. Shawty till this trip by accident. She just you want, I made it happen. Learn from the past, left the past.